Have y'all seen this episode of Wife Swap? It's absolutely insane. What did we learn from this episode? That if you can put up with certain shit in your relationship for a long time, that should not be going down. Remember that. Just because you've been doing something with somebody for a long time, don't mean that they gotta continue to go on like this. Because there's no way that Misty was in there making that man food for 5 hours a day, and this motherfucker up there eating 5, 6, 7 meals a day, thinking that she supposed to make every single meal, and she been doing that for years. Fuck no. Renew the contract. No, 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 no. Another thing I learned from this is that motherfuckers gotta get off their phones. I'm guilty of being on my phone a lot too. But the idea of putting your phones up and everybody coming together and really spending some time together is genius idea because I know nobody is doing that. But it should be some downtime in the house where nobody is on the phone and everybody can just spend time as a family. I agree with that 3,000%. Also, it seems as though the wives dictate so much of what goes on in the home. And I guess not to disturb the peace, they usually just keep things a certain way, even if they're unhappy with those things. Because basically, in both of these households, the wives control the temperament and the speed of the household as far as what goes on. Like at Missy's house, they had the girls locked in their room after a certain time and they couldn't come out of the room. And she was like, why would you have your kids locked in the room? Bring them out of the room. But it's like certain rules get put into place that may have been beneficial to the family at a certain time, but as time goes on, they're no longer beneficial. So I think things should always be updated in a household as for how things are going. Like if 3 months pass and something is going on in the house that you don't like, you should have a reevaluation. Like, hey, I don't want to do XYZ. Can you help me with XYZ? Communication is the hardest things for humans to do, but it's easier to understand another person when you actually do have a chance to communicate. But what y'all think about this episode? It was absolutely insane.